Melania Trump collapsed live on national television, and it all began with a folder. A folder and Jasmine Crockett's glacial tone. What followed was a silent, surgical, devastating takedown. The kind of truth that doesn't need to shout to be heard. You could feel the tension in the studio even before the cameras turned on. It lingered in the whispers of producers, in the trembling hands of makeup artists, in the interns holding their breath. The show was scheduled to go live at 8 p.m. sharp, broadcasting from a sleek downtown studio in Dallas. By 7:45, every seat was filled. Every mic had been tested twice. On the right side of the semicircular table sat Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, calm, laser-focused, in a navy blue blazer with sharp white lapels. Her hands were neatly folded, her gaze steady. No smile, just the faintest suggestion of one. As if to say, I know exactly why I'm here. Across from her, Melania Trump. White dress, pearl earrings, flawless posture. Her expression was unreadable. If she was nervous, she didn't show it. Between them sat host Terrence Vann, a seasoned broadcaster with 30 years of live TV under his belt. Even he looked a little tighter than usual around the eyes. 30 seconds, a producer called. But what made this broadcast different wasn't just the guests. It was the storm of whispers that had been circling for weeks. Blurry screenshots, anonymous hotel check-ins, leaked itineraries, and a silence from Jasmine that spoke volumes. No previews, no leaks. Just the kind of silence that meant one thing. Someone was loading ammunition. 10 seconds, the audience was ready. Every phone lifted. Journalists, influencers, political junkies. The air was tight, electric. Something was coming. The lights went live. Good evening and welcome to State Line Live, Terrence began. Tonight we're joined by two high-profile voices to discuss ethics, truth, and political accountability. He turned to Melania. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for having me, she replied, voice even. Then to Jasmine. Congresswoman Crockett, thank you for being here. It was necessary, she said. Director Sharp. Terrence offered a professional smile that didn't reach his eyes. Let's talk about public trust, what erodes it and what restores it. Melania spoke first. Her voice was smooth, deliberate. She talked about leadership, media distortion, and the need for Americans to think independently again. It was rehearsed, sure, but it landed. Then Jasmine spoke. I think people are tired of theater, she said. They want facts, and frankly, they want receipts. Melania blinked once. The camera caught it. Are you suggesting someone here is selling a false image? Terrence asked. I'm saying, Jasmine replied, that for some people, image is currency, and they've been cashing in for years while hiding who they really are. The audience froze. No coughing, no murmuring. Just silence. Melania lifted her chin. If that's directed at me, I hope you're prepared to prove it. Jasmine leaned back slightly, calm. Don't worry, I am... The folder hadn't even been opened yet, but the look in Jasmine's eyes said it all. Something was about to detonate. Terrence tried to keep the tone civil. Let's keep this constructive. Melania, do you believe that individuals with public influence, even unelected, should disclose relationships that may affect public perception? Melania paused. I believe privacy is a right, especially when you're constantly scrutinized. Jasmine tilted her head. Privacy matters, but not when it comes at the cost of public trust. Melania stared at her. You're implying something without saying it. Why not speak clearly? Oh, I'm not dancing, Jasmine replied. I'm giving you the chance to drive your own story before I take the wheels. The audience collectively held its breath. The tension was sharp enough to slice. Melania shot a glance at a producer off camera. A flicker of uncertainty. Brief, but not missed. Terrence now sweating. One step at a time. Congresswoman, can you clarify the broader issue you're pointing to? Jasmine leaned in. The public deserves to know when someone close to power has concealed personal and political ties. Melania's lips tightened. You're walking a dangerous line. I'm walking the truth, Jasmine said, and it's paved with timestamps. That landed hard. Terrence tried to shift the conversation. No one listened. Melania placed both hands on the table. This was meant to be a debate. It's turning into a personal attack. That says a lot about your character. You're right, it is personal, but not to me. To the people who believed in a carefully manufactured image. Terrence glanced at the teleprompter. No script for this. Then it happened. Jasmine opened the folder. Would you prefer I start with the March 11th trip to Zurich or the April 6th overnight in Marbella? Silence. Melania didn't respond. Terrence's pen slipped from his hand. Jasmine continued, her voice steady. Both dates appear in international customs logs. Both involve a private jet registered to a shell company tied to someone very close to you. That's a lie, Melania whispered, but her voice trembled. I have the receipts, the ones you thought would never surface. And then Melania collapsed. Her foot missed the floor. Her shoulder dipped. Her hand missed the chair. Her mic cracked as her body pitched sideways. A gasp, a rush. Cut the feed, someone yelled. Too late. The stream was still live. Millions were watching. Melania was rushed off stage, pale, dazed. Terrence shaken. We're going to take a break. Screen went black, but the world had already ignited. Phones were faster than the control room. Videos of Melania's collapse, the exact moment her knees buckled, her hand missed the chair, spread across screens and group chats like wildfire. Twitter's top trend within 7 minutes. # Melania collapse. Within 10, global news. Evening broadcasts rewrote headlines in real time. Network panels whispered urgently to their producers. Is it confirmed? Is this real? Back in the studio, the atmosphere had shifted from polished panel to national reckoning. Terrence returned to his seat. Jasmine was still there. Unmoving, no gloating, no blinking. Folder closed, hands on the table, gaze steady. Congresswoman, Terrence said gently, we'll resume shortly. You're welcome to leave if you feel the circumstances have changed. Jasmine looked at him. I didn't want that to happen, but I wasn't the one hiding. Outside ambulance lights flashed against the glass. Inside, the silence turned heavier. Everyone knew this wasn't just physical, it was reputational. Melania's team scrambled to issue a statement. A minor health episode due to stress. No one believed it. Clips of the fall were already viral. One from the second row showed the exact second her knees gave out. 1.2 million views in an hour. Then came the slowed-down TikTok edit. Watch her face when Jasmine says Zurich. Over 4 million views by the end of the hour. CNN looped the footage. MSNBC brought in analysts. Fox News called it staged. But no one had answers. Jasmine, still silent. No tweet, no press statement, no celebration. And that silence spoke louder than anything.